Freitagnachmittag bei Pilatus, der Schnellzug ins Wochenende. Und wir schauen gerade vorne auf das Wochenende, nämlich eine kleine Spezialausstellung im Verkehrshaus. 25 Jahre Mach und Sinclair wird gezeigt im Verkehrshaus. Was es dort zu sehen gibt, gerade um 1:45.
You are about to witness Sir Clive Sinclair's quantum leap. He's come up with a computer to rival these machines at a fraction of their cost. The Sinclair QL system, with a massive 128K memory, color monitor and 4 professional software packages.
When I'm gonna bust this, I'll do some serious stuff.
Good luck.
You might need to wait until the most interesting model comes first.
First of all, let me all welcome you very warmly here in Lucerne. A funny tool. Say, that's tiny. That's tiny. We prepared this month. I press the button, you come in and red circle. Okay. So how was driving?
Oh, terrible.
Okay, so as I said, almost paradise.
From High Technology, the computer store, introducing Apple II, the easy-to-operate home computer. Just hook it up to your TV to create dazzling color displays. Or you can balance your checkbook. Kids can teach themselves arithmetic. Or the family can invent their own Pong games. The possibilities are endless. It's called Apple II, the personal computer. See it at High Technology, the computer store.
Small home computer. Press that button.
QL, or short for Quantum Leap, represents just that in the home and business computer market. With its brand new operating system incorporating Super Basic, an innovative built-in micro-drive data storage system, and yet another revolutionary keyboard, it really is sheer professional power in the Sinclair style. With all these features, you would be forgiven for expecting to pay quite literally thousands of pounds. But no, the Sinclair QL will sell for merely $399. Just before I hand you over to our head of computing, Nigel Searle, just filling in on some details, let me be the first to say the future is here, and it's ready to ship in 28 days.
Now, we've done a lot of talking about Macintosh recently, but today, for the first time ever, I'd like to let Macintosh speak for itself.
Hello, I'm Macintosh. It sure is great to get out of that bag. In the system as I have to public speaking, I'd like to share with you a mention I saw the first time I made an idea in this ring. Never trust a computer you can't see. But right now, I'd like to sit back and listen. So it is with considerable pride that I introduce a man who's been like a father to me, Steve Jobs.
Well, to create a new standard, it takes something that's not just a little bit different. It takes something that's really new and really captures people's imagination. And the Macintosh, of all the machines I've ever seen, is the only one that meets that standard.
The only problem with Microsoft is they just have no taste. They have absolutely no taste. And what that means is, I don't mean it in a small way, I mean it in a big way. In the sense that they don't think of original ideas, and they don't bring much culture into their product. And you say, well, why is that important? Well, you know, proportionally spaced fonts come from typesetting, beautiful books. That's where one gets the idea. If it weren't for the Mac, they would never have that in products. And so I guess I am saddened, not by Microsoft's success. I have no problem with their success. They've earned their success, for the most part. I have a problem with that.
Okay, let's get started. So they transformed the NEXTSTEP operating system to the Mac OS X we know today. So we can say a Mac is a Next. It had much more genes from the Next than from the original Mac. It has maybe lots of graphical user interface elements still from the original Mac, but the whole architecture of the Mac is from the Next, or from the next step. And also the Next made possible, or the next step, that a transition to the Intel computers made possible, that today is no longer the 64-bit completely. So I find this, for me, is true. It's a Next computer. This makes it very fascinating. And also, the iPhone is a Next because a Mac is like an iPhone are very similar, and Mac OS X runs on an iPhone too. So before we start, there are some very well-known software that were originally created on the Next. One example is Mathematica. You should know this software. It was first on the Next and then ported to other systems. Another example is Lotus Improve. I believe it's where also the time tables and pivot tables were invented or first implemented. And later also it was ported to other systems. Also there was a gaming engine created on the Next, and then again ported to other systems. And the most important example is the web. Tim Berners-Lee worked back then as also in Switzerland.
What I have here, this is my old Sinclair briefcase, and I can open the box of the Pandora now and show several things. So this is a very early, and I think it's the last remaining on Earth, prototype motherboard. It's issue 2, ZX83, and now it's something like world premiere. I never heard of it before. GEST, Green Street Software in Cambridge, who did the original first design for the QL's operating system, got an OEM license to sell the QL architecture. And they got a project from AAP, Australian press something. And they did a QL motherboard, which they sold a few hundreds, if not thousands, to Australia, which is in fact a redesign with the same circuit diagram of a QL with additional interfaces. Then what was the most prominent QL user? You heard it in the morning, it's Linus. And in his book, Just for Fun, there are about 4 pages about the QL. He wrote it maybe 10 years ago, and he didn't remember everything he done correctly. The picture he paints of the QL in the book was not the picture he painted when he was an active user. There are still some newsgroup entries by Linus Torvalds from the early 1990s when he really was an expert on QL. They can be, the links are on my website. What I wanted to show you today, and I don't have it in the presentation, I add it tomorrow. There is one piece of software, QL software of Linux still existing. Okay, what's next here? I have 2 projects.
This was the beginning. It was in July 1985. So, exactly, this is AMIGA S4.
Sorry to interrupt again. About the quantum leap.
Christ, not again.
We can't keep advertising it. The phones are ringing off the hook with people wanting to know where their machines are.
Well, get the bloody things out then.
We're not ready. The microdrives aren't working. Half the memory's hanging out the back.
Well, employ more people on the job.
Clive, more people isn't the issue. We need more time to iron out all the problems.
For fuck's sake, Nigel. We announced the QL will be shipping in 28 days. It will be!
60 days.
Could have a desktop like that, the other could have a completely different set of icons depending on what work they do on the computer and so on. So if you can add new users, you can password protect entry to it for what it's worth. I mean, the QL filing system provides no protection at this level.
How much do you think this advanced operating environment worth? Wait just 1 minute before you answer. Watch as Windows integrates Office 123 with Miami Life. Now we take this Ferrari and paste it right into Windows Life. Now how much do you think Microsoft Windows is worth? Don't answer. Wait until you see Windows Life and Windows Paint, and then listen to what else you get at no extra charge. The MS-DOS executive, an appointment calendar, a card file, a notepad, a clock, a control panel, a terminal, perform, RAM driver, and can you believe it? Reversi. That's right. All these features in Reversi, all for just, how much did you get? 500? 1,000? Even more? No, it's just $99. That's right. It's $99. It's an incredible value, but it's true. It's Windows from Microsoft. Order today. P.O. Box 286. DOS in Nebraska.
So, they made it. It is not executive. That's the way it goes.
So that's the UDT desktop. You can see it. I don't really use it myself because in that respect I'm really old school. But as an example, what could be possible. Okay, that's not too far from that. You already have those folders and can run programs. Okay, that's an impressive program, but auto properties, it's a bit like Windows and so you can alter properties of this shortcut and the icon and whatever.
Enter a world. Here it is. sounds.
It might be hard, you haven't got floppy disk. Yes, the Lord, yeah.
No, just that. The stupid overload of it.